Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way.
What is up, guys? Another day that I get to ride my bike 3 days in a row. That makes me happy. Anyway, today I wanted to talk about riding your bike even when it's inconvenient. Now, I'm blessed to have a car. It's not much of a car. It's a 2004 Ford Explorer with over 200,000 miles on it, but hey, it's a car. And when I got the bike, my goal was to ride it everywhere, all the time, as much as possible. I've talked about, how do other riders commute to work. I've talked about reasons to get the bike, why I got the bike. It's definitely not for thrills. I mean, I'm over 40. It is for thrills. Who am I kidding? But you know what I mean. It's not because I have to scratch some ego. That's out the window. I have no ego. But when I got the bike, I really wanted to ride it all the time. And what I realized, the more and more I ride, and maybe it's because I have a car, I don't know. Maybe because I'm just lazy, or it's probably all of the above. But when it's not convenient, sometimes I found myself, sometimes I'm just quickly grabbing my car keys. For instance, going to the gym. Now, when I think of going to the gym, I usually go there in my workout clothes. Some people, because of work, they have to take work clothes there. They shower, they do all that. I don't do that. Because the gym is close to my house, and because I usually have enough time to get around, I usually go to the gym in my workout clothes. And literally all I take to the gym, is my wallet. I have a watch phone, a Samsung Gear S3, which I love, headphones, and keys. And that's it, bare minimum, because and I leave everything in the car except for my keys and obviously my watch and my earphones, because I don't want to use a locker. I don't want to deal with all that, and I want to keep things at a bare minimum. Now, this morning I was going to go to the gym, and I did the same routine. I kind of put my workout clothes on, got ready to go, and then I was got to the garage, and I thought, why aren't I taking the bike? And then it hit me, because the bike is not convenient. If I'm going to stay true to myself in my philosophy on all gear all the time, that means I got to wear non-workout clothes to the gym. It means I got to bring workout clothes to the gym. It means I got to use a locker. All these things. I got to change in the workout clothes. I got to change out of workout clothes. And so I realized, I'm kind of going against the primary reason why I got a bike in the first place, which was to ride it all the time, everywhere. And so I'm just curious how many people out there are kind of in my boat. How do you break that habit? I think having a car, like I said, is a blessing. It's a luxury. I have some friends in the city that don't have cars, and they ride everywhere, and sometimes they hate it because it's hard to shop for groceries. It's hard to get a lot of errands done sometimes. You need to have luggage space and good ways to lock things up. But I want to get into the habit of riding it everywhere, and I think the gym is a really good first step. I mean, when I think about it, I'm just a big crybaby. I can just shove everything I need in a backpack. They have a locker room there. I can change, can shower if I feel gross and don't want to get back into my street clothes. So I'm gonna give it a go. So this is my first time going, and I probably forgot some things, and it's a learning process, but that's the only way that I'm going to get to where I want to be, which is, like I said, riding. I'd love to be able to ride my bike exclusively. One, because it's fun. I mean, why do I get a bike? Why did I get a bike if it's just going to sit in the garage? Two, it saves gas. And my Explorer is old and it's not that fuel efficient, and in the city it gets 15 miles per gallon. I mean, it's a cash devouring machine. And so I'd save money on gas, and I just love riding. So, you know, when I look at all of those factors combined, it's about time I stop using my laziness or minor inconveniences as an excuse to not ride. Not to mention, it's such a quick ride. Now, I was tempted to not ride any gear and just come in my shorts and my shirt. But then again, I'd be a huge hypocrite. And not only that, my wife would not stand for that either. So, you know, that being said, here I am on my bike, and there's a fellow cyclist right there. So it can be done. I guess I can share the things that I've learned. First and foremost, I've got to take a shower afterward. And I have a backpack, so bringing a towel is not that big of a deal. But geez, the last thing I want to do after working out is to change back into street clothes. So definitely need to shower. And again, I usually am in my car. I just wear gym clothes to the gym, jump back into my car, and drive home. But since I'm not going to ride my bike in shorts and t-shirt, I definitely have to shower. Lesson number one, for sure. The second thing, and I kind of figured this might happen, was my helmet didn't fit into the locker. It's just too wide. So not that big of a deal. All I did was kept my helmet right by where you keep your keys. I was gonna just leave it in the locker room on top of the locker, but I figured I'd rather have it kind of in plain sight. That way someone who'd want to grab it would probably be less willing to do that, since it's kind of in the wide open. I did have to remove the GoPro though. I wasn't gonna leave the GoPro hanging onto the helmet, so not that big of a deal, since I always travel with an Allen wrench handy to be able to do that. So kind of something I expected might happen is the helmet not fitting in the locker, so not a big deal. Other than that, everything worked out just fine. I mean, kind of just did everything as usual. So I don't think that'll be a problem anymore. So that feels good. Because I try to go to the gym at least 3 times a week. So being able to take the bike is going to be fun. Now, when the wife comes with me, that's a different story. She's not riding the bike yet. I'm working on it. She has gone for rides around the neighborhood, so we're slowly, I'm not pushing it. We're slowly making our way up, you know? Going around the neighborhood. Soon we'll be just going local trips. I don't know, to Trader Joe's. Whatever. And then the thing is, she's really scared to go on the highway, so once I get her comfortable, I think she just needs to get more and more comfortable. Now, my kids want me to take them to school on the bike. My son is very comfortable. He loves riding on the back. So we'll see about that. The thing is, he has to take so many things to school. His backpack is super heavy. Sometimes he brings his cello home. That's not going to work out. My oldest daughter, that could work though. But she has to bring her back lunch, and sometimes she has her laptop with her, and I'd hate for something to get broken. Anyway, all that to say, test run number 1. Ride my bike to the gym was successful. Now, some of you might be like, Brian, you're just a huge noob. I've ride my bike everywhere. That's awesome. Leave a comment. Encourage me. Tell me how you do it. Lessons that you've learned. 'Cause that's where I want to be for sure. You know, I really don't like, to be honest, riding with the backpack, especially when it gets hot, because it just gets so daggone sweaty on my back. But really, if you want to do anything or go anywhere, it's kind of like unavoidable. You know, I don't have a tank bag. I figure if I have a tank bag with me, I'm going to have to be taking it on and off anyway every time I go someplace or go into a store. So why not just wear a backpack? You know, I have looked at lockable luggage on the side of the bike, but this is really expensive. I mean, a backpack is the cheapest way, the cheapest solution right now, because I mean, I have a backpack already. So that is something else I'm getting used to. Felt bad for honking at her. She was a grandmother, but you can't just sit at a light when it's green. Anyway, so yeah, I'm getting used to the backpack on the bike. Just putting up with it being sweaty on my back. I mean, there's nothing you can do about that. It's kind of one of the, I guess, the give and takes of, trust me, the pros always outweigh the cons. Once you're on the bike, I'd rather ride a bike with a sweaty back than be in a boring car. But yeah, those of you who are watching this video and have been ride your bike everywhere, even when it's incredibly inconvenient, love to hear from you. Your own personal journey. Shed some wisdom and knowledge. Jeez. I think I was actually in second. No, I was in first. Just don't know how to ride a motorcycle, I guess.